So yes, I'm the creator of Halloween on a Dime, and this video is to show you how to create a realistic looking mummy for about less than $20, which is better than what you can get in any Halloween store or even online. So, first things first, we gotta explain what we need, what materials we need. So what do we need? We need the white material for the wrapping, which my mummy is the cheapest fabric that I could find at a fabric store, and it's called muslin, and it was less than I'm pretty sure it was less than a dollar a yard, but I don't even remember because I created him last year. So, but if memory serves correctly, it was less than $1 a yard. So, but even if it was $1 a yard, I only used about 10 to 12 yards, so that's still only like $10 or $12 the most. So you need the material, and then next thing you need are some old clothes, long sleeved. You need a long sleeve shirt, something preferably with a collar, long pants, and some socks. And the next thing you need is a mask. One of those facial masks. It looks like it's a white mask. You can get it at any craft store like Michael's or Grand Fabric Store, or even Halloween stores you can get them at now. And then last but not least, you need the stuffing, which is plastic bags. And I'll explain why I use plastic bags in just a moment. So, now that we know what materials we need, let's explain how to make them. First, I took all the material that I bought, the muslin, which I bought in several different shades. I didn't get like pure white. I got like some darker and some lighter, and just to mix it up, and that makes it look more realistic, more like old. And then I just cut it into long strips like this. And I didn't really care about making it straight or whatever, because when you wrap them, in the end, when you wrap them up, it's not even going to matter. So I didn't even care about cutting him straight. He's been handled a lot, so he's falling apart. Alright. So I cut up all the strips. And what I did, it's not necessarily, you don't necessarily have to do it. I mean, it might help. I dipped all of the strips into like a water mixture. It was water and corn flour, and it did help it stick. The only thing it really did is when it dried, the material came out looking wrinkled, and it did help me keep all of it together as I was wrapping it. So but for making it look old or something, it didn't really do that, which I'd been hoping it would have, but it didn't, so well. But anyway, that's what I did for that. And then for the head, I took same thing for the scarecrow. I took a plastic bag and stuffed it with other plastic bags. And then I held the mask down over the bag. It's just to give it like a ball shape. And then I just started wrapping. To hold the end to hold the end on, I bobby pinned it down and then just wrapped it up. And then the other end got stuffed in to the end. You can bobby pin it again. The only reason I didn't is because I didn't want to have bobby pins all over it. So you can see right here, one of them, you can see one of the bobby pins right there. He's falling apart. Anyway, you're probably wondering why I use plastic bags and not leaves. Leaves are a common thing because, you want to clean up your yard of all the leaves, and what do you do with them? But I use plastic bags only because I don't want to have to restuff them. I don't want to remake them again all over again next year, because plastic bags aren't going to start decaying or molding on you if they get wet. You just got to set it out in your basement or something for a day or two, and it'll dry up, and then you can pack them away for next year. So yeah, that's how you do the mummy, or that's how you do the head. Doing the body is basically the same thing. Why don't we take a look at my completed mummy? Here he is. He's actually a year old, so he's rather dirty, but that's okay because it just makes him look older, so, which is a good thing. But yes, that's my mummy, head to toe. Now, what you do to put him all together, it's basically the same thing as the head. I took the clothing and I stuffed it with the plastic bags. The ends of the arms got tied, so obviously so the bags wouldn't pop out. And the collar up here, I'll show you. The reason I said you need a shirt with a collar is because I took the collar and I popped it up, and then I bobby pinned it closed, and then that became the neck of my mummy. So that's why I like having a collar. Alright, and next thing, and once the mummy's all stuffed, the shirt is all stuffed, and once everything's all stuffed, you need to attach the pants in the shirt. I stuffed the shirt into the pants, and then just bobby pinned it closed, bobby pinned it together. And that seems to hold up pretty fine. With the material wrapped down over it, it holds really well. Next thing, then I just started wrapping him. The arms need to be wrapped individually. Wrap the arms individually, and then they're crossed over his chest, and then wrapped down. And then the legs. If you want to, you can wrap the legs individually, but that actually will take you a lot more material. If you don't want to use up so much material, you can just wrap them up together. The only thing you really need to make sure happens is that the clothes underneath aren't visible. So, as long as you do that, I mean, you don't really have to worry about it being so authentic. And then the reason I told you need socks is because I use socks for his feet down here. The only problem I have is I don't know how to get them to sit up. So if anyone out there has a suggestion, I usually put like a rock or a brick on right here so that they'll sit up. But if anyone out there has a suggestion on how to get the feet to sit up, then that would be great, because I have no idea what to do. So, that's basically it. Very simple. Like I said, this mummy cost me less than $20. I already had the old clothes. You can get old clothes anywhere in your own closet, anything you don't wear anymore, from the Goodwill. It's dusty down here, I'm sorry. And then there you go. That's how you make a mummy for less than $20. Oh yes, I almost forgot to mention, if you'd like to, you can take some black and gray spray paint and just spray over him lightly, just lightly mist him, and that'll give him sort of an aged look. So you can do that too, and you can get spray paint for like $1 a can, so it'll still be really cheap. There you go.